All right, so here we are. I'm going to redo the lesson because the one earlier with all the internet problems was completely messed up. So we are going to remake our Mother's Day project for your mom today. So it's a real tweet to be your kid. Happy Mother's Day. So remember our bird. So we're going to go over this right now on how to make it, right? So our materials are, you need a square, any color, the size of your face, about, and remember to choose your mom's favorite color. You need 3 other squares, does not matter what color, they can all be the same color as well, about the size of an eye patch. And you need a blank paper. You also need a glue stick, a pair of scissors, and one about 2-inch strip of paper, if you remember what we said earlier, okay? So let's get started. Oh, and crayons. Really try to make sure you have some black crayons and a brown crayon. Those are the most important, but other colors work too that we're going to mix in. So we're going to start by making the concentric circles. Remember, that's just a fancy word for drawing a dot in the center and going around and 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 making it bigger as you go so it fills up the whole paper. And if you have extra white spots, then just go back around, back towards the center, and come back out again towards the outside. Alright, and you can always change color. So now I'm going over to the brown color. And just fill in your spaces with the color that you have, and just keep going round and round and round and round to make a nice full nest. When you feel like you have enough color of that kind, you can switch again. I'm going to put a little bit of red in here. And now switch it to some green. Birds just create all sorts of things in their nest. Truly. We used to see, my sister and I, some birds' nests with blue tarp pieces in there. Birds just find different things and say, ooh, that'll be good in my nest. So fill in some different colors, get some blues in here. Then I might go back and I'm going to fill in a little more brown and black because nests are primarily wood, right? So we'll make that kind of fun with the wood. Looking good. And just a little more black for us. Shows up nice and dark. Alright, so our nest is ready. Now we're going to move on to our other shapes to make our birds. So our first thing, I'm going to take our big square, and the easiest way, remember, to make a circle out of a square is to kind of cut off the corners. Remember that your paper is the thing that's moving, not your scissor hand. So you take your extra hand and move it. Now that we have more circular shape, we're going to go back around and just start turning our paper as we slowly open and close our scissors mouth. So open and close, slowly turning the paper until we get back to the beginning. Alright, we're almost there. Okay, now that you have a circle, if you say, oh, there's a spot there that needs fixing, remember just to go ahead and trim that right off so we have a nice circle. Now I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to go straight across the center of my circle all the way to the top so I make a nice half circle. Okay, so I have my half circle here. I'm going to set that to the side as the bird's body. And I'm going to choose the color wing that I want. I'm going to choose the light green for the wing. And for this, it's the same method. So chop off the corners to make it a little more round. And then just start going to town, going round and round and round and round. There's an old song that goes, I go round and round and round. Maybe your parents know it. All right, so we've got a second circle. We're going to do the same thing, cut straight across the center so we have another half circle. Set that to the side. Now we're going to do our tail feathers. So if we look at our picture here, we're doing this. And this is a little more 3D because it's just a folded piece of paper. So to do that, you're going to go diagonal. Not Larry the Lion sleeping line, but diagonal across the corners. We have our diagonal line. You are then going to fold your triangle in half. So you have it like this. Set that to the side. And the last thing that we're going to do is use part of our square for the beak. You're just going to go ahead and chop off a corner. So you're going to keep the small triangle. And now we are ready to glue our pieces together. So I've got our bird nest. I'm going to set those up there. And I have our bird body. I'm going to go ahead and fill in the bird body with the glue. But first, we must remember, do we use mountains? No. Do we use hills? No. We use teeny tiny itty bitty little speed bumps because pirates don't like to climb mountains. They're lazy. But as the pirate, he goes around our thing that we want to glue, and X marks the spot on any big object. Then you're going to go ahead and flip it over. Put it anywhere that it's on the nest and give it a nice massage. Rub that on there. And then do the same thing for your wing. So put some glue all around it. And it goes anywhere on your bird body. You can tilt it in any direction that you want your wing to go. Maybe you want it down, maybe you want it this way, and maybe you want it straight. I like mine tilted a little bit here, like that. Okay. Decide now, where is your bird's head going to be? Which side? So take your beak, fill it with some glue, and then put it on. Do you want it on this side? Or do I want it on this side? I think I'm going to put it on this side. So I'm going to glue that on down, massage, and it's all nice and stuck there. Now I need the tail feather. So once more, go ahead and fill that piece with glue and stick it over top the edge of your bird. Nice massage so it gets stuck. Take your black crayon, or really any color what you want, because it's your bird, not mine, and draw a little circle for your bird's eye. All right, looking good. I am going to take my green crayon, and again, you can choose whatever color you want. And from the side closest to your tail feather, I'm going to draw kind of 3 slight smiley lines to give my bird wing a little bit more of a realistic kind of feather look, if you think of a bird's wing, right? So we're almost done. We do need our white strip of paper that we had. I can find mine. Wherever it went. And we're going to cut our eggs out. So, there it is. What you're going to take your white strip and you're going to cut 3 squares. So 1 and 2 and 3. I have my 3 squares here. Take each of them and do the same thing you did with the bird's wing and the bird's body, cutting a circle, except this time instead of a circle, we're going to make it a little more oval because this is the bird's egg, right? In fact, I made one side of it a little bit larger than the other because that's an egg shape, and that's okay. If yours turns out a little wonky, more like looking like something like this, whoop, that's okay too. All right, so just get your 3 eggs on there. Go ahead and cut them nice and slow and take them out. All right, so I've got my 3 eggs here. And now I want to glue them onto my bird's nest. So my bird has her little chicks that she wants to hatch. So I'll take 1 and I'm going to glue it where there's space on my bird. So there's some space up here. Nice massage. Take your other 2 eggs and do the same exact thing. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one under my bird. She's laying on that one, I guess, right now. rub it. And my third one, I'm going to go ahead and overlap one of my other eggs to kind of lay on top of each other. Up there. Okay, one last step before we add our words. What I want you to do is, and I forgot to mention this color before, get some green for leaves, any extra that you have lying around, and you're going to color or cut some smiley shapes. I'm going to get another color here that I have here. Okay, so I've got a green piece of paper. And for my leaf, I'm just going to kind of make it whatever kind of shape leaf I want it. I did 2 different kinds of smileys. One upside down, one frown, and one upright to make a leaf that looks like this. And I'm going to do the same thing. So rainbow shaped smile that way and rainbow shaped smile this way. Go ahead and glue them where you would like them onto your nest. I wanted mine on the edge of my nest because if I think about it, it's in the tree and I'm gonna put it here. One feather and the second feather leaf. Oh, my goodness, where's my brain? Sometimes. Okay, then before we do anything else, because I'm done gluing, what do I gotta do? Put that cap on and make it snap. Then my green crayon, I'm going to give my leaf a line going this way. And then leaves, remember, have veins that go out and this way. Just like that. All right, so our last bit that we need to do is to tell our mothers Happy Mother's Day and how we love them so. Now remember, that's the bird. And a bird says tweet, tweet. So our bird is going to say it's a real treat to be your kid, except not treat, because birds don't go treat, treat, treat. They go tweet, tweet, tweet. So it's a real tweet to be your kid. So it's, remember that apostrophe, I-T apostrophe S, a real, R-E-A-L, tweet. T-W-E-E-T. Now I capitalized all that because it's big and bold. It's a real tweet. T-O-E-B-E. Your Y-O-U-R kid. K-I-D. Exclamation point. All right. And then you can say in a different color maybe. Happy Mom's Day. And if you want to say love yourself, please do that. Don't forget to sign it. Give your mom some love today and always. Just remember, Mother's Day is not this Sunday, May 3rd, but the Sunday after that. So, go ahead and enjoy, make it for your mom, and give her some love. See you later.